I always slept with the lights off. Darkness never scared me. Silence did. That first night, the silence felt heavier than usual, pressing down on me. My phone showed 2:41 a.m. when I woke up for no reason at all. My room was still, too still, no fan humming, no distant street noise, just the sound of my own breathing. Then I felt it! The undeniable, primal sense that someone was watching me. I didn't move. I didn't even breathe deeply. I just kept my eyes shut tight, hoping, praying. It was my imagination playing tricks on me. But the feeling didn't fade. It grew stronger, closer, like a presence leaning over my bed. I could almost feel warm breath brushing against my forehead. My heart hammered against my ribs. I had to know. I opened my eyes. Nothing. The room looked perfectly normal. The wardrobe was closed. The window curtains hung motionless. I let out a shaky laugh, feeling foolish. Fear does strange things when you wake up suddenly, I told myself as I turned on my side, trying to will my heart rate back to normal. The next morning, as I was getting ready, I noticed something that sent a chill down my spine. My bedroom door was open. Just a crack, but it was open! I always lock it before sleeping. Always. It's a habit, a ritual. That night, I made sure to lock it again, checking the knob twice. At exactly 2:41 a.m., I woke up. The same suffocating silence. The same heavy pressure in the air. This time, I didn't dare open my eyes. I was too afraid of what I might see or what might be looking back. I stayed completely still, my body rigid, trying to make my breathing shallow, pretending to be asleep. Then I heard it. Breathing, slow, controlled, and definitely not mine. It was right beside my bed. Every instinct screamed at me to run, to scream, to do something. But fear had me pinned down. I felt the mattress dip slightly, as if someone had just sat on the edge. A cold, dreadful presence hovered inches from my face. A whisper, like dry leaves skittering across pavement, brushed against my ear. I can see you. When I finally found the strength to scream and flailed for the light switch, the room was empty again. But the door, my locked door, was wide open. On the third night, I refused to be a passive victim. I needed proof. I needed to know I wasn't losing my mind. I set up my phone on my nightstand, propped it up, and hit record before getting into bed. At 2:41 a.m., my eyes snapped open. I wasn't just sensing him this time. I saw him. A tall, gaunt figure stood at the foot of my bed. His body was thin, stretched unnaturally, his head tilted to one side as if he were studying a curious insect. His face was wrong. There were no eyes, just dark, hollowed-out skin where they should be. I couldn't scream. My throat was paralyzed. I couldn't move. He leaned forward slowly, a movement that defied physics, and whispered, his voice echoing in the silence. Night 3. And then, he just vanished. The next morning, my hands shook so violently I could barely hold my phone to watch the recording. I fast-forwarded until the timestamp hit 2:41 a.m. The video showed me sleeping peacefully. Then, the locked door slowly creaked open by itself. A shadow, darker than the surrounding gloom, detached from the doorway and glided into the room. It stood beside my bed, watching me for 6 full minutes before disappearing. On night 4, I didn't sleep at home. I couldn't. I went to a friend's house, telling them I had a pest problem. On night 5, he followed me. I woke up in my friend S. guest room at 2:41 a.m. to find him standing in the corner, closer than before. This time, his featureless face stretched into a smile, a horrifying gash that split his head unnaturally wide. Running doesn't reset the count, he whispered, his voice now inside my head. Night 6 was the worst. He didn't just watch. He touched me. I felt cold, spindly fingers wrap around my wrist. It wasn't a dream. I felt the pressure, the weight, the bone-chilling reality of it. His voice crawled into my mind, a venomous thought. 7 nights, he said. You survived 6. No one survived 7. I didn't sleep on night 7. How could I? I sat in my brightly lit living room, every lamp on, shaking, watching the clock tick towards my doom. 2:40 a.m. My body trembled. 2:41 a.m. The lights went out. All of them. The room plunged into darkness and absolute silence. And I felt breath on my face again. So close. So familiar. But this time, when I opened my eyes, it wasn't him I saw watching the terrified person huddled on the couch. It was me! Standing beside the couch. Smiling.